Alright, I'm going to try this in the rain. Let's get back to the good stuff. See this? This throws you off. It only shows one of these. It only shows one of these. There's two. This again. There's two 30-30-10 as a unit called a coupling. Now if you look at it like this, it's kind of confusing. This is the lower end in here. This hole is smaller than the one they don't show. That's why the O-rings come in ones instead of twos. The O-rings are different. Smaller, larger. Alright, let's get to the part. This is the part. Now, when I did my research, before I bought this tractor, I was told that these pawls break. Simple fix. You take it out, pull these pins, I think, change the pawls. Not a big deal. As long as you take it apart from the left side, not the right side. I cleaned this up because it was rusty. That's what I took off it. That's 220. I'll try to be light with it, not to take too much off. Alright, that's the way the pawls work here. You can see. That's that side. And this is the other side. These move independently. This gear this is one piece right here. All cast into one, and this is machined into a gear. Alright. Let's try putting it in. See what happens. There we go. It's in. I cleaned this up. It's still really sandy, but I usually like to save these, but these were pretty yellow. This thing has been sitting on a shelf a while. Okay. I was wondering exactly how this works. Whichever tire axle is moving faster takes the lead, forward or reverse. These move back and forth. These look like they've been replaced. So there's a little bit of yellow writing still, even after trying to clean it up. This gear turns, the whole thing turns, and these things just rub. What do they do? All they do is rub on that. This plate right here, I turned upside down because it was concave and wore on the inside. So I've left the smooth side on the outside so these could rub like apparently they rub. They don't seem to move up and down too much, but they just kind of sit there. But they were tied in, so if you pull this whole thing apart, you could probably pull this whole thing as a unit and take the whole, your final drive's here and your tires are here. If you take just these bolts off, it will be heavy. I'm just one guy, so I take it piece by piece. Smaller bites, as my mother always said. That's how these work. So these are the parts you will need to replace if you're having a normal problem with your front end. It's not a big deal. Heavy, yes, but not a big deal. And not as costly as buying the whole thing. Alright. Hopefully you learned something. You shouldn't have to mess with any of this. But on mine, I think, these shattered. The pieces, that's why you fix it now. The pieces ended up in the gears and got crushed and crushed and crushed. So apparently these broke completely off. I'm guessing. Because what else would create all that metal to destroy all the gears? So what I'm saying is, if your front drive quits working, don't keep running the tractor. Get it? These are good tractors. You have to pay attention. If your front isn't working on your tractor, don't keep driving it. Fix it. It's not that big a deal.